thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been
Folks, a good evening to you all, folks, and welcome back aboard here once again, folks, to Realltom. My name is Tom, And I'll bring you the watch along to episode 4. Nottingham Forest, who are taking a trip to Brighton live in the Emirates FA Cup quarterfinals. If you are watching on the replay, please do make sure that you are leaving a like on stream, hit that subscribe button if you are new. And thank you very much indeed to everybody who has joined us here today. Kickoff coming your way, slightly earlier than usual on a Saturday evening, but not too much of a difference. 5:15 you can join us for Nottingham Forest against Brighton, and this game is going to be live for you on the BBC. So it is a good evening. Crystal Palace earlier today got a 3-0 victory against Fulham, a rather unexpected one. Now for Nottingham Forest, who absolutely slapped the living daylights out of Brighton at the City Ground, can they do it again here at the Amex? Well, not here, but you get the memo. To ensure a place at Wembley with the potential of facing AFC Bournemouth, Manchester City, Preston North End, Aston Villa, or Crystal Palace. Well, we're about to find out in around about 14 minutes' time. So once again, folks, yes, it is a good evening. Hope we're all doing well. And yeah, our kickoff coming your way at 5:15. So, yes, it was a rather lively stream, wasn't it, at the start of the day? Crystal Palace game. Very fun. Lots of Liverpool arguments. It wasn't the best of games overall. Fulham started well, I felt, in that game. Crystal Palace were, in the end, seizing on their lack of bite. And they found a bite. Eze, man of the match, absolutely bang on. Scored an early goal. And a few minutes later, assisted the second. 2-0 up at half-time. Got the job done 3-0. It was a perfect Palace performance, really. I have to say that. But here today, it is all about Nottingham Forest, who are having a remarkably special season. And can they make it even more special by beating Brighton at the Amex to ensure a place at Wembley? Or will it be Luke Lynx's Seagulls who get the job done here today? We're all set and ready. 5:15 kickoff. And we have got over 1.5 goals on tonight's bet builder. Nottingham Forest to win or draw the game, and over 6.5 corners in this game. That is going to return £2.88 off a £1 stake, £2.20 off a 50p stake on a price boost. Odds of 16-5 shaved off for 7-2. And it's Danny Welbeck and Callum Hudson-Odoi to both have over 0.5 shots on target. So that's one shot on target for each of those two players. Now, before we go any further in tonight's coverage of Brighton against Forest, let's have a quick look at your your results for all the leagues. Across the EFL. Of course, there is the one game, which was Derby County against Preston North End, which has been postponed due to Preston North End's participation in the Emirates FA Cup. So Derby County have not played this weekend. Preston North End, of course, are in the FA Cup tomorrow against Aston Villa. And it was a big win for Luton Town. Hull City 1-0. Luton Town 1 was the final score. A shock victory for the Hatters, who hattered the Tigers in Hull. Watford and Plymouth played out a 0-0 draw. Big point for Plymouth Argyle in their pursuit of recovering their season and staying up after a great FA Cup campaign, which ended on a high note, but with defeat to Manchester City at the same time. Burnley got the 1-0 victory for Bristol City, another clean sheet for the Clarets, as Cardiff City drew 1-1 with Sheffield Wednesday. It was a 2-2 draw between Leeds United and Swansea City, with Middlesbrough coming up trumps as 2-1 winners over Oxford United. Norwich got the 1-0 victory at Carrow Road over West Bromwich Albion, with Portsmouth also winning against Blackburn Rovers, and Stoke City got a 3-1 victory over QPR, with Sunderland coming up trumps as 1-0 winners over Millwall. Moving on to the League 1 and League 2, where Charlton got a 4-0 victory against Huddersfield Town today. Big win that for Charlton Athletic at 12:30. Stockport County were down to 10 men. Didn't stop them from beating Burton Albion. 2-1 it finished there. Birmingham City, another big thumping victory in League 1. 4-1 it finished against Shrewsbury Town, with Blackpool beating Bolton Wanderers, who were down to 10 men, 2-1. It was a 2-1 victory at Bristol Rovers for Mansfield Town. Cambridge and Northampton playing out a 1-1 draw, with Exeter beaten 2-0 by high-flying Welsh side Wrexham. It was 3-1 to Reading against Peterborough United, with Rotherham slapped by South Coast side Crawley. 4-0 it finished there. Wigan 1, Barnsley 1 final score in Wigan. And Wycombe Wanderers were the winners of that match between Lincoln City, 1-0. Lincoln City down to 10 men in that game. And League 2 is where we'll finish with the quick score flashes at Crichton Stanley, 0-0 against Bradford City. A 1-0 victory for Port Vale in a big rivalry as they went to their local rivals Crewe Alexandra. Barrow were beaten 1-0 at home to Chesterfield. Big result that for Chesterfield. A 3-2 victory in what was a 5-goal thriller for Salford City against Bromley. Doncaster Rovers beating Carlisle by 3-0. Harrogate and Gillingham played out a 1-1 draw in Yorkshire. MK Dons beaten 4-2 in a 6-goal thriller against Fleetwood, with a 1-0 victory over Swindon. Morecambe rise up the table. Notts County getting the 2-0 victory against Newport County after that rather dishearteningly poor game against Crewe Alexandra for them. And Walsall played out a 1-1 draw with AFC Wimbledon. So your League 1, League 2 and Championship team news all delved through. It is now time, though, to delve through the team news and match information for this one in the FA Cup between Brighton and Nottingham Forest. Well, let's first go over the head-to-head, which of course see 3 wins for Nottingham Forest, 2 draws and 5 for Brighton. Fabian Herzl has never beaten Nuno Espirito Santo. In the last 2 matches, 1 draw and a win for Nuno Espirito Santo. If we do the little compare teams thing, it tells us that Nottingham Forest are most certainly the favoured side to win. If we now can please get the team news, if I can. Where are you? Where are you hiding from me? There it is. It was hiding, but it's come out of its hiding spot. Team news now, guys. Referee, though, for this one, firstly, is going to be Peter Banks, who averages at 3.94 yellow cards and 0.15 red cards. Televising information for you guys as well. BBC iPlayer, BBC Sport website, BBC 2 Wales, BBC 1. I do wish I was saying ITV, nevertheless. Bartha Ruggan then begins in goal for Brighton. Back four today of Jack Hinshelwood, Jan-Paul van Hecker and Adam Webster alongside Permis Estepinian. Plays in that back four behind defensive midfield two, firstly, of Carlos Baliba and Yasin Ayari. Then the attacking midfield three is Jan Kuba-Minter, Jorginho Rutter and Karim Matoma. Leading the front though by himself is lone striker and captain today, Danny Welbeck. On the bench for Brighton is Tom McGill, Lewis Dunk, Aaron Joe Cashin, Charlie Tasker, Diego Gomez, Simon Adingra, Matt O'Reilly, Brajan Gruda, and João Pedro. There are a few injuries and suspensions, but Brighton are quite the fair share. Ferdy Kadioglu, Igor Julio, James Milner, Jason Steele, and Tarek Lamptey are all out with injuries. And I am looking at my team sheets, and I am to confirm that both the doubtful players, in which were Joel Veltman and Solly March, are both unavailable to be involved today for Brighton. Let's move down to Nottingham Forest, who begin with Matt Sells in goal without surprise. A back four of Nico Williams-Murillo, Nikola Milenkovic, and Ola Aina. Playing behind the defensive midfield two, once again, of Nicholas Dominguez and the captain Ryan Yates. Attacking midfield three is Danilo, Elliot Anderson and Morgan Gibbs-White. Leading the front though by himself is the lone striker, Taiwo Awani on the bench for Nottingham Forest. And Chris Wood is out of an injury as well. Carlos Miguel, Morato, Harry Toffolo, Alex Moreno, Willy Bolly, Anthony Alanga, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Ibrahim Sangare and Jota Silva. Let's take a further deep delve into that Chris Wood injury. If we can. Joel, we'll leave it for now. So a tough one to call, but when you consider that the Forest slapped the Brighton for 7 at the City Ground, you would expect them to win here today. Let's hope they do that. Oh, shit. Knocked down the bloody light. So will it be Luke Link's Brighton singing and cheering, saying, "We go to Wembley"? Will it be a boring draw, which leads to extra time and a penalty shootout? Or will it be a fantastically fabulous Nottingham Forest victory, which, to be fair with you, the neutral would expect to happen? The last time these two teams met, it was a 2-2 draw before Manchester City against Arsenal very early in the season. Today, it is different circumstances, a different time of the year, and also a different day in which the game is being played. So the last time Brighton lost the game was indeed to Nottingham Forest. Could it be 2 out of 3 wins for the season for Forest? So the fire torches have gone up, smoke is starting to drift out the stadium. And the team's going through their standard and customary pre-match preparations and duties. Well, for Nottingham Forest, let me tell you a little about the last time they played in the FA Cup. It was an unbelievably entertaining outing for me at the City Ground when Forest played Ipswich Town. It was a 1-1 draw with quite the thrill factor to it. Ipswich scored a fantastically towering header, and indeed we were concerned about the height in Ipswich's side. But Ryan Yates scored an equaliser to get the game level. It went to a penalty shootout, and Matt Sells sent the City ground mad. It was party time because he saved the 5th penalty, and Forest won 5-4 on pens. Here today, it may not pan out the same way, and it probably shouldn't pan out the same way because Brighton are different to Ipswich, and Forest are away. But Forest need to think about this. Today's team, who we're facing, we slapped 7 recently. The last time that Brighton were beaten was by us. Should Nuno be saying, and we hit 7 against them. Let's hurt them again. Well, the clock has struck 5:15. We are about to kick off at the Amex Stadium. Let's get the scoreboards out there ready because the Amex Stadium, a stadium that I am yet to visit and don't plan to visit, is ready for kickoff. Responsibility then for Ryan Yates to get us underway here. I have to say, I'm not impressed by the delay. I'm going to just switch to Sky Go and see how that... Yeah, much better, much better. And Ashik is first to arrive. Yeah, quiet chat at the beginning of the stream, but nevertheless, you'll all pick up eventually, and it'll be lively in here. Big up to Ashik though. Welcome to you. How you doing? Kamar's here as well. How you doing, Kamar? Welcome to you. Nico Williams. Awani. Dominguez for Forest. Here's Gibbs White. You know why. Let's take off the jacket. I'm a bit hot. I'm feeling hot. Danilo. We'll talk about that another day, mate. You know why I hate Liverpool. Scum club. There's certainly Forest on the front foot in the early stage of this game. Brillo, great challenge. Bit of scrappage in the midfield in the minute. For the ball. Williams. Up into the air and away. Dominguez briefly gave it away. But then intercepted by Yates. Good flick on by Gibbs-White. You're not. You now support Fulham. You've said that. You now support Fulham. Well, good ball from Minto's offside. Yeah, half a yard. That half a yard and bloody hell, 5. The light's going in my face. There we are. Milenkovic to Murillo. No, you said you support. You said you now support Fulham. Always. Took a deflection from Brugman's clearance. Will be a Brighton throw-in. No, I'm not doing the 1:30 game. I can't be arsed, man. Can't be arsed. I can't be asked to put it with the BBC. So no. Nor can I be asked to get it. Nor can I be asked to get up for half one kickoff. Do you know what I mean? I've been scowled at the fact it was 12:15 this morning, not bleeding 12:30. Do you know what I mean? So. Didn't mind the 5:15 kickoff time tagged on this one, to be fair. I had plenty of time. Good ball. Ruta couldn't quite get full purchase of the ball, sent right into his path. Williams. That's a good ball by Dominguez. Flicked on by Gibbs-White. Here's Awani, who's in place for the injured Chris Wood. Ola Aina. Slight slip. Get straight back up. Now Murillo. Elliot Anderson. Awani. Tight spot. Gets out of it. Ryan Yates. Ola Aina down the right. Last touch of a Forest player. will be a Brighton front. Nice. Jorginho Rutter. Now, I need proof it was Flicks that did it, though. Has to be Flicks who inflicts that kind of defeat on Charlie to send us to Anfield, and you can be and have us under your control. That is Van Hecker. Yeah. Horrible clip. Diarrhea in a pool. The Newcastle bus parade has begun. Here's Williams, who's going to chase. Gets there, that's a corner, surely. Last of Minter, yeah, all day. I know Arsenal are going to win the league, mate. I will be in tears, but not in front of you. Ashik, not allowed to see my tears. My tears will not be showcased to Mauritius. Oh, that's Yates. Is a penalty. No, offside. Yates to be dragged to the ground. You don't live. You don't live in Mauritius now, do you not? Where do you live? It's over to Van Hecker. Good interception by Anderson and Gibbs White. It's a foul. Agalaga Island, is that? Yeah, Agalega Island. Let's see where Agalega Island is so I can make sure that the geo block is in place for when I cry. So that Agalega Island cannot see my tears. They're in the middle of nowhere. I wonder. Let's have a look. There's barely anything there, Ashik. I mean, one of the islands didn't even have a hotel. There is a town called Vinkt Shink. It's got a church, a post office, Agalega Shiv Mandir. It's got a few houses. It's got a fire station. It's got what appears to be a small green space. They've got a civil aviation department, a meteorological station, and then they've got an airport. Oh, and we're nearly. Oh. So Google Maps is telling me there's nothing there, and there's only 2 islands. So as I say, there's no hotels, there's no shops. It's got a cemetery. Hmm. So Nico Williams take the long throw for Forest. Depth and Anderson. Laid off for Williams down that left. I know. Well, I bet it's lovely, but it's saying there's no shops, Ashik. There's, as I say, what Google Maps showed me is there's no shops, there's no hotels, there's nothing leisure-wise there at all either. There's no. It's literally got a post office and a few cemeteries, and that's it. Yeah, I don't like it. I could live on. I think I could live on the Canary Islands though. Nice and big islands. No, actually, I couldn't live on it, but Gibbs White stayed on side, wins the corner for Nottingham Forest. Yeah, well, they must not be on Google. Well, they're not on Google Maps anyway, and there's no hotel, is there? The picture's awful, mate. I hate the BBC. I can't stand it. I wish they'd just stop showing sport. They're crap at it. Full anyway. Forest had more of the chances, most certainly, I agree. It's gone in front of a corner as well, right-hand side this time. Corner delivered. It's nicely sent into the centre. It's going to come back out to the corner taker, I think, is it? Anderson ricocheted, and it's off Minter, so it will be a Forest throw-in. Yeah. And you're happy with that, are you? Because you are in the middle of nowhere, so it's not easy to get out. Pop to India, do you know what I mean? And your islands, the two islands that you have, neither one of them you can actually see unless you zoom in on the map. It's good for mental health, is it? Okay. Probably sorry again. Okay. Cool. Gibbs White, lovely play. Danilo. Well, back to Matoma. Ayari. Do you mean there is a lot of hotels, or it's a good thing because English people won't come? I mean, I myself would probably never go near that part of the world, to be truthfully honest with you. But none where you live now. Okay. I mean, look, that's your. I mean, you know, your choice where you live in it. You know what I mean? I most certainly couldn't live, you know, with two shops. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I couldn't. I couldn't live in the middle of nowhere. No. I like big city centres, you know, with hundreds of thousands of shops. Maybe for a holiday, it'd be nice, but yeah, no, if I was to go abroad, I think I'd stick to the Canary Islands, you know what I mean? Spain, Western Europe. Every year go to Agalaga for a month. Ah, okay. So you don't live like that permanently. I was about to say, 'cause I would personally find it damaging to my mental health if I was living in a place that had two shops and no city, you know, no city, no life. Do you know what I mean? Indefinitely. You said yes. I understand. It could be good. It could be good for your mental health temporarily, but the long-term impact for me would be too much quiet, not enough life. You know, no attractions, no vibrancy. No football as well either. I don't. Well, I doubt there's a football club anywhere near those islands or sport. Horse racing. That's all right then. Yeah, not bad. But for me, and probably some other people, but most certainly for me, I could not. I would go insane in those circumstances. I really would. No matter what my mental state is in, it would. Yeah, I can't. I couldn't. I wouldn't book a holiday to somewhere remote like that. Shall we say remote? So yeah, they don't know English, do they not? No. Well, you don't really need to be fair, either. You know what I mean? That you know, because there's no hotels. You're not going to get any tourism. So it's not really a big issue that they don't know English down there. And in fact, if I go back on the Google Maps, those islands are a long, long way away. From the other islands. In fact, according to Google Maps, you're actually closer to Africa than Asia. Where you are right now, you're closer to Africa than Asia, because you are directly in line with Somalia. And there is a line, in fact, as well, yeah, which kind of... You're the other side of the equator. You're on the side of the equator where Africa is. Because I say, according to this, you are directly in line with Somalia right now. Not according to this, mate. According to this, you are... The Agalaga Island is past the equator, and you are directly in line with Somalia, which is, I think, the Pacific Ocean. Oh, no, it is the Indian Ocean. It is the Indian Ocean, yeah. And then, yeah. Yeah, like East Africa and Northeast Africa are like North Atlantic Ocean. Estepinian had a go and Sells made an awkward save. I probably wouldn't, to be fair, mate. Got to be truthful, I probably wouldn't go anywhere near there. Oh, great tackle, gives White again. Webster's covering there, yeah. Dominguez, good challenge though. It's a free kick to Nottingham Forest, foul by Purvis Estepinian. Yeah, he caught Yates, and Yates looks in a fair bit of pain. He's kicked through the back of him. So 0-0, 33 and a half minutes gone. That's 11 and a half to go in the first half. Ola Aina. I hate it. Anderson. Lovely ball in. Fizzed across. No. I disagree. ITV is better. I'll stick to Western Europe, mate. I don't think I'd want to fly for be in an airplane for too long anyway. 4 hours is just about enough. Because you can't just get off at the next stop with an airplane, do you know what I mean? You have to sit through the whole flight. As whereas on the train, you can always get off, you know, have a break and then go back on, even though you don't need to. Too hot. Too hot. Too hot. You won't find a lot of British people who'd be happy with 36-degree heat. If it goes past 25, we don't like it, really. Yeah, totally. Us Brits just don't do hot weather. Yeah. That's why I like Fuerteventura, because it's hot, but it's got a breeze. It's called the breezy island for a reason. That's what Fuerteventura means, breezy island. So that's why I like it there, because it's breezy. That's about right, yeah. Portugal, Lisbon, 23 degrees, not bad. Still too warm, mate. Yeah, that's not winter. 24 degrees ain't winter. I can rest assure you of that. 24 degrees is still sunbathing, mate. No. I don't recall it that, actually. I beg your pardon. You need two. I'd be roasting. 24 degrees and 2 jackets. I couldn't. Oh, mate, you're making me feel sick. Just, oh God. 2 jackets and 24 degrees does not match. I can promise you that. "24 degrees is not cold, mate." If you think 24 degrees is cold, then you probably wouldn't ever be able to come to the UK. God, 24 degrees cold. Yeah, I wouldn't be going near it, mate. I don't do heat. And I'm hoping that there's no heat scheduled. Jesus. Yeah, Thursday is going to be warm. 17. Yeah, nice, cool. Just about right, 17 degrees, I'd say, really. And by the end of that night, it'll be 7 degrees. It will go down to 4. Yeah, like 15 to 18 degrees is like perfect, really, here. The only real time I can accept actual heat is if I'm near if I'm near a beach. Well, good clearance. Yeah, too hot. And I won't go near that part of the world anyway, mate. I promise you right now, I will not go any further east than probably Saudi Arabia. That's it. I'd go to Saudi Arabia, you know, for Dubai and that, but no further east than that for me. If you were born in the western side of the world, you don't tend to leave it. So I'm giving it away cheaply to Dominguez. Hinshelwood's grass to run into. Yeah, no, I like the UK, you know what I mean? Being able to wrap up and yeah, no, the UK is a place where you just snuggle. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's nice to be able to just snuggle in blankets and stuff like that and keep warm. You know what I mean? We aren't built here in the UK to cool ourselves down. Really, we're built for keeping warm, not cooling down. Run out to Dominguez. Took his the ball out for a throw in. It's been a not so exciting first half. Forest had more chances, I think. And heck, this is going to drop the Matoma. $7 hours. Oh, yeah. Oh dear. Smashed the camera. Foul on Elliot Anderson. Late free kick in the first half. Floated forward. And Yates. I think that's half time. Yeah, it is. 0-0. Not so thrilling. Huh? 26 is not cold. In December, it's like -2, whatever, 2 degrees. I do hope one of those systems comes along where around where you are, it becomes freezing cold and you get snow. Because then you'd understand what the UK feels like. Because that's cold. And that's normal for us. If you think 26 degrees is cold, I'd be sweating. So nearly half-time pundits are talking. Got Glenn Murray in there. Theo Walcott. I asked the question as to why he works for the BBC. Lineker. Your family live in the UK, do they? East of London. East of it. Is it as in East London or outside of London to the east? In that case, your family support West Ham. Is it like Stratford area or something where you live? Where they live? That's West London, mate. Not East London. That's West London. Fulham and Chelsea is West London. So not East London, West London. You'll come there on Boxing Day this year. Nice. Nice, it'll be cold. No, I won't be in London on Boxing Day. I'll be at home. Yeah, you won't see us on Boxing Day, mate. There's no buses or anything, no trains, no buses. It's a bank holiday, Boxing Day. It's the day after Christmas, so there'll be no shops open. Because the way it works in the UK is Christmas Eve, you've got, everything open, because people are preparing for Christmas Day, and then that's it. Boxing Day and Christmas Day, nothing's open, nothing runs. It's a day for everybody. It's the time of year where everybody gets the time off and gets to celebrate Christmas, until 5th of January. Do you celebrate Christmas or is it Eid for you? Yeah, yeah. Do you celebrate Christmas or do you do Eid? Are you doing the Ramadan right now? Because I think Eid's Monday. So I don't know how it works. Obviously, across Asia you've got multiple religions, so you're Hindu or not Hindu? Are you non-religious? Normally, if you was Hindu, are you still Hindu or no religion now? You are still Hindu. So what do Hindus celebrate then? Diwali, that's it, Diwali. And what about your family in England? Because obviously you're coming at Christmas time, you know. So I wonder, do your family in England celebrate Christmas, or is it Diwali for them as well? Oh yeah, that's what's going around there. They're showing the highlights on Fulham Palace earlier. Ah. You're jamming free from the... Are you really? Yes, I do wish that on Sunday the 16th of March I was able to sing Free From Desire da 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 in Wembley Stadium and I'll still win the Carabao Cup final, but not to be. I'm not good with music, mate. I don't know music. Honestly, my music knowledge is awful. Yeah, I don't listen to that one. Every single day I hear this tune. That's what I listen to.
This is on TV news at 10.
Nope, that's ITV News, mate. The channel is preset. When I get home, it's ITV that comes on.
I got the best toy ever.
I tend to listen to the one at 6, though. The news at 6. No, I don't. No. ITV News, that's it. Just ITV News. In the morning, it's Good Morning Britain. In the afternoon, it's ITV News at 6. And then if I've not got any football to watch, I'm good, thanks, Kamal. If there's nothing good to watch in terms of football, then after that, we'll let Emmerdale go, go, and then it'll be Corrie time. Woohoo! I like a bit of Corrie. Can't stand Emmerdale, but I love Corrie. And I think it's 6 until 6:30. You've got the local news. And then, yeah, afterwards it's the central news until 7:30. And then you get Emmerdale on. You got it. It's better than Emmerdale in my view. I can't stand Emmerdale. I think it's boring. Corrie is the one soap that I've got into. Oh, Let me just tell you when the I would recommend starting I couldn't even tell you what episode number to start from, mate. I really couldn't. What I'll suggest is that you just catch up on YouTube, because there's so much. A little bit of a sneak peek of the Fulham Matchday programme, not bad. I won't be there, unfortunately. Didn't purchase a ticket. You want to start really from the Mason murder now, to be honest with you. You've missed the Mason bullying story, but start from the Mason murder, and then go from there. Then you'll get the David saga. Flixie's arrived. No, it'd be Forest, I think. It'd be Forest. I'm going Forest Man City final. So 0-0, back underway for the second half, and I'm late for the scoreboards again. And the stands are starting to fill up. But it is rather empty at the moment. Everybody's gone for their half-time cup of tea and food and pie. Believe a good ball. Ayari's won a corner for Brighton early on in the second half. Whichever one the Mason murder started on, mate, yeah. Jorginho Rutter digs out the shot. Goal kick. That's not a bad ball, is it, by Rutter? For Rutter. Certainly uses the hips. Can't get the shot on target. Angles against him. Brighton have been on the front foot in the first 2 minutes of this second half. Forest's turn to kind of get on the front foot now. See you tomorrow. I bet it's about midnight for you, isn't it now? Something like that, 9 o'clock maybe. $10:30, is it? Right, we'll see you tomorrow, Ashi. Have a good night. Danilo and Awani's in. Oh, we didn't see the ball hit the back of the net from Nico Williams. What a hit by Gibbs White. Caught it beautifully. And Verbruggen had to tip it over. That is a thunderbolt from Morgan Gibbs White. Verbruggen was panicked. Anderson to take the corner on the right hand side. Anderson, lovely delivery, got a head onto it, but not one of substance. And struggled to clear their lines there. Brighton and Forest have quickly got the ball back. It's Gibbs White who's evaded a challenge, and he's got himself out of trouble. Yates is in space. He's to the byline. It's a wonderful ball across. Poor touch though. Forest pump it forward again. Too heavy. Sorry, too deep. Yes, my stomach's saying feed me. It hasn't had a lot to snack on today. It had a pot pasta, spaghetti bolognese, whatever it was. And it's had a packet of crisps. So it's most certainly ready for a good dinner. Not a bad cross from Matoma. It's blocked off. So still 0-0. Not quite the thrill we had in the last two games between these two. Yankee Maminta has 4 in the middle of good defending, to be fair. Who is it who's gone down? It's Williams. It's great defending. Keeps his body in front of Minter and in line with Minter on the line. Uses the body really well to shield. His defensive area. And the ball. And as the camera pans across the Brighton fans, they're all waving. Tell me about it, Flicks. Tell me about it. I can't stand it. Honestly, ITV is just so much better, man. Honestly. You've got proper pundits. You've got great quality football. You know, it's just horrible, man, watching stuff on the BBC. It's why I'm saying tomorrow I'm not going to do the Preston game, because I just can't sit here and endure the coverage of the BBC. It's the one broadcaster that does bad coverage. Awani making a real nuisance of himself, and there's no foul. Williams has clipped it forward, and Awani's chasing it, but Verbruggen had his eyes on the ball and claimed it comfortably. The picture quality gets me. That's the thing with it. Yeah, the picture quality is awful. Absolutely awful. Awani is onside and he's got space to break into. Or he's not onside, he's offside. He was caught by the linesman and Peter Banks stopped him in his tracks. Here's Matoma. I know, with a silly challenge, it's going to be a free kick. But he's not going to have his name taken by Peter Banks. I mean, the fact of the matter is, Flicks, the BBC are going to get coverage of the World Cup. And I'm like, ugh, do you know what I mean? It's just like... Floated towards Van Hecker by Ayari. Came off Yates. Will be a corner. Estepinian. Oh, it was right into the middle. And I'm not sure who got the head onto it. It might have been Hinshelwood, who's in the eye line of the camera right now. So look at the replay. Yeah, it's Hinshelwood. Good header. Plenty of power. And plenty of purchase. But off target. Game needs a goal. Game needs a goal. Because when games drag on goallessly like this, and when they're on the BBC, it just feels like, And it has been a poor game. Estepinian. Well, I can see Anthony Elanga and Callum Hudson-Odoi being prepared to come on. Oh, Brighton in. Great defending, though. Nico Williams on the cover and saving his team once again. Minter, good cross, but Milenkovic headed the ball away with comfort. There's Yankee Minter and Yari breaking the fast here. Ramadan break, people. That's right. Samsung, I've got an iPhone, mate. Ilanga, great cross. Comes out to Anderson. It's back in, and Yates has gone over. Anderson twisting around the byline. He's gone over. Penalty kick to Forest, finally given. It was a really poor challenge by Matoma. And Nottingham Forest have got a penalty. It was two challengers. Both of them are really, really poor. And Peter Banks on the second one has to give a penalty, and he does. VAR having a look. It looks to me as though he wipes him out. I think this should stay as a penalty kick. There's going to be an on-field review here. I think it is still a pen. They're checking it, VAR. It still sends him to the ground. That's my... So he's going to speak over the tannoy now, Peter Banks. So he's saying there's no foul committed. Yeah, so no penalty, basically. That's what Peter Banks just said over the tannoy. I felt like it was. So not a penalty, not 1-0. And Forest's bench, Forest's players and Forest's fans all aggrieved. See, I think that the arm catches Anderson. I think it sends him to the ground. My straightaway decision would be penalty. Anderson has flicked it wide to the left. And the interception is made. We need a deadlock. We need a deadlock, and we need it now. Really. Dominguez. It's going to be a free kick to Forest. Oh, they're in. Oh, Gibbs White couldn't connect. They do look more likely Forest. Estepinian. Yankee Minter. And Aina will clear. Williams is chasing at Minter, who's doing his best to try and get around him. He's done that, Yankee Minter. And he's still juggling with the ball. In the end, that's really good covering, yeah. It is a foul. Minter's tangling and trying his best to find a way around. And he can't. In the end, he gets the ball just taken off him by the man who gets in front. Because the legs are tangled, it means that Minter's going to concede a foul. And Williams, as always, a customary, is going to go down to win the free kick. Dominguez has played it to Alanga. Aina, not quite tall enough to get his head onto that. So some changes. And the former Arsenal man, Danny Welbeck, hasn't had too much of an impact in this game, and he's going off. And in place of him is going to be Simon Adingra. And the second substitution for Brighton is Karen Matoma to be replaced by João Pedro. Is Ola Aina. Milenkovic. Gibbs White. Really good move from Forest. Slipped in Elanga. Surely a goal. Brilliant goalkeeping for Bruggen. Came out and blocked him off. Forest corner. Swift move though, and Elanga should score. Ooh. Ruta just got his foot caught in the grass. He's jarred his knee, Ante. We're delayed to the corner with Ruta down and injured at the moment. But the Forest fans behind the goal where the corner will be taken, in full voice, singing away. I think he's jarred his knee. He's going to get back up. He looks all right. He's not moving well, is he, Rutter? He's going to come off. And, well, may not have been a good decision by the Brighton hierarchy to take off Welbeck and Matoma. Now, Rutter's going off absolutely stricken here. He can't walk. He's hobbling properly. I'm telling you, he's jarred his knee. He'll be all right for the next game, I think. But it's going to take a few days to get over. He's jarred his knee there, Rutter. And Gruida on to replace him. Geordie's here. How you doing, Geordie? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. How are the lads? Indeed. Not in this competition, but winners of the other competition. Corner, and Anderson was round the back. Couldn't get his head to it. No, come on, Forest. I want Forest to win. I want Luke Link's Brighton to be upset. I've got to get that old clip. Ilanga, space down the right. That should be a corner, I think. Not too long left. It's not been the best of games, has it? That VAR situation. Gruder's won it well. Couldn't send Brighton into the box and on their way to a goal. So Yasin Ayari is coming off here of Diego Gomez is his replacement for Brighton. So still 0-0. The last 9 minutes and 15 seconds or so of normal time here. Yeah, I have to say this has been nowhere near as fun as when I went to Forest. Oh, blimey, that was great, man. This Forest Ipswich. Oh, what an FA Cup game that was. This far from. You Reds. Mm-mm. Hinshelwood. Minter. Oh, it's so boring, mate. It really is. It's 0-0. Get it away, Forest. Come on, you Reds. Make some life in this game. Get a goal. I'll tell you right now, Forest are more clinical. They find it easy to get through on goal. Yeah, Brighton, okay, are working their way into attacks, but they're not actually finishing them off. Too good defensively, Forest, and I think that might just be the advantage that Forest have in the last 4.5 minutes here, beside the time. Do you think extra time, do you, Ashik? You bet 0-0 full time, did you? Oh, I can't do with extra time. Three minutes and 20 seconds now. Williams. Hudson-Odoi. And there was a bit of grappling there from Estepinian, but it's appears to have gone for Dominguez, against Dominguez, and Peter Banks has brandished the yellow card. It must be dissent because it didn't look like Dominguez was the person who committed the foul. Here's Van Hecker. Pedro. Now Murillo's nicked it. And can he send Forest on the perfect counter-attack to try and win this game? Gibbs White couldn't take it in his stride, take it off his toes. And Brighton are going to throw the kitchen sink at it once more. Pedro, Williams, and Dominguez penned him in. Stay tight to him. Here's Gibbs White, 90th minute now. Hudson-Odoi. We know he scores big goals in big games. Not that time, though. Aina. Yates. Aina. Well, the added time is going to be a minimum of 8 added minutes. So we're not going anywhere just yet. 8 additional minutes are in order at the end here. Anderson, what a run. It's going to be pulled back for a free kick. Anderson went on a run and was stopped in his tracks illegally by Ayari. No, not by Gruda. Or Gomez, whatever his name is. Free kick short, but sent in by Gibbs White, and into the gloves of a rug, and it went. Back forward by Aina. Can one of the Forest players get on the end of it? It's too deep. We'll run through to the opposite goalkeeper. Almost 2 of the 8 and long gone. 6 and about 15 to go. Beliebers pick the ball off Ilanga. And it's a good move by Brighton. Adingra, can he sort out his feet? Dominguez with the challenge, and it's going to be a free kick to Nottingham Forest. In the end, it was a foul by Adingra. A little bit too over-aggressive / eager. I mean, Adingra grabs his knee, so that's the foul. Hudson-Odoi, can he keep his composure and get on the end of this? He's going to shake off Matoma. Anderson, it ricochets back off the Brighton defender. Ilanga, good move. Needs a perfect shot. Not quite that time. They'll go again. Gomez with the block in there, and Adingra almost stole in. Here's Aina. Beautiful feet. And he keeps going. And he surfs past challenges for Nottingham Forest. It's Dominguez. Down that right. Lovely ball inside. Aina to the byline. What a cross. And Williams is going to pick it up. And not quite. Yeah, Aina, what a run. This is. And then he gets it back again. It's a great ball across the byline. Cut across the face of goal. Almost on a penalty spot. And we've still got half of the 8 minutes to play. Webster might have an issue here. Most certainly not the ageing Ina, who's also squatting, but I think he's just resting himself for a minute. So Webster, it might be a hamstring problem, this, actually, because he's feeling just underneath the knee, sort of on that top half of the leg, right near the knee, where the kneecap, where the knee is. It looks to be a hamstring that he's feeling. So now we're going to lose track of how much added time's left. Webster's being looked at the Brighton staff, but it's just time wasting. I think that should really be an option to go off the field. If you can walk, do you know what I mean? The camera's on the fans. Can we spot Luke Links? No. So Webster will not be replaced, by the way, as well. Brighton are going to play with 10 men. Oh, that's given away cheaply. And Hudson-Odoi, Ilanga, Gibbs-White. Still got the ball, even though he was being harried by Brighton challengers. They've got a man extra for us. Take advantage of it. Get the goal. We'll probably play to about 100 now. Here's Murillo. Anderson, not quite. Adingra, he's off balance. Take advantage of it. Good tackle, Yates. Dominguez takes it to the corner flag. Gets it to Ilanga. Back with Dominguez. Cross takes the deflection. It's in for Yates. And it's a goal kick. So just for those who are joining us now in this late stage, anybody that has joined us new, Brighton are currently playing with 10 men because Webster's gone off injured and they've ran out of substitution windows. Here's Dominguez, heads it down. Hudson-Odoi, Nico Williams. Can Forest conjure up something magic? Looks to be handball. It's going to be a throw-in and nothing more to Forest. Wasn't in the penalty area anyway, so not too much action can be taken. Hudson-Odoi, Ilanga, Dominguez, Gibbs-White. I'm estimated about half a minute left. Murillo. Gibbs-White, no, too heavy. Well, by the looks of things, we're going to have the late show tonight. We will go on. Murillo up the field. I'm not sure how much more time we'll get, but Elanga is trying to break the lines. He might be going to 101 here, Peter Banks. To be fair, if that clock keeps going, then I'm fine. And there's a goal, even better. It's got to be now, surely. Banks is going to blow at any time. Here's Nico Williams strutting forward. And that's it. We will have extra time. 0-0 remains. It remains. This one hasn't really been memorable other than the fact it's 0-0 with not too many chances. Half-time score is 0-0. Full-time score, sorry, is 0-0. Well, it's not been a great one, has it? And more to come in the second half. We're awaiting extra time. Yeah, extra time is next, people, by the way. Yeah, see you later, Ashi. I don't blame you for going. Yeah, you won your bet, did you? 0-0. A couple of rupees. So team talks are in progress, ready for this extra time period. We're going to get our scoreboards ready for the extra time period as well. And we're set to be taken now to 7:50, 10 to 8. So it's going to be one late dinner for me tonight and some late dog walks for the dogs. So we are just awaiting extra time here at the Amex Stadium. But it looks as though the teams are ready to go. So let's get our scoreboards back at the ready as extra time is fast upon us now. It's Dunk's first time playing since they played Chelsea, I think. But Lewis Dunk is on his way on, and he is coming on in place of the stricken Adam Webster. With it being extra time, they now have an extra window to make a substitution. But they'd ran out of ones within the 90. So Brighton have their 11th man back. So Peter Banks discussing with the two captains in the centre circle. We've got a communications issue here. Might be a battery change. So we're just having a quick break here, folks. Peter Banks has got an issue with his communication equipment, so he's just having that sorted now, and I think he's ready to go. So Peter Banks ready. Second half, extra time underway. Won't be doing Preston tomorrow. And we're underway. Pardon me. Have a good night, Kamar. Ryan is here. Ryan Tune, welcome to you. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome into Ryan Tune. Good to see you in here. Rankovic's header. Anderson to Elanga. Can Forest get the goal early in this extra time period now? Here's Aina. Game release to open up a bit. It's going to be a throw-in. Murillo. Nico Williams. And Murillo. you would imagine that soon there'll be a tannoy announcement in the Amex, because obviously it's, I've been told by Luke to access the Amex Stadium, more or less, it's a train system from Farmer to Brighton itself, and great defending by Dominguez there. I presume that they'll have things in place to ensure that fans can get home. I mean, the Forest fans, well, either way, they're going to either need a hotel or they're going to need a train back towards London so they can get on the train at St Pancras to back to Nottingham. And I think that's the issue with the Amex Stadium as well. If you're a local, it's in a remote location near a motorway. So you've got that dilemma of, well, I can't just walk home because it's not in Brighton city centre. It's not in the Brighton city. It's in a town called Farmer. Forest. Whoa. Hudson-Odoi juggles the feet, sets up Dominguez, digs out his shot, and Ryan Yates out wide to the right for Gibbs White. Lovely drop of the shoulder, and it's clipped into the area. It's going to come out to. It's not. It's going to go for a throw in. Did you see the clip that I sent you? I want Luke to be unhappy. Well, 5:15 has not been. It's been a bit. Yeah, it's. We had plenty of goals in the Fulham game, but it wasn't the best of games. This one's just been 0-0 boring. Hopefully, Bournemouth Man City should entertain tomorrow. Fingers crossed. It's got to be one of the games this week, and that entertains. It's been a draggy 0-0 as well, this one. That's the problem. Not all 0-0s are bad, but this one's been a draggy one. A midfieldy type one. It's not been end-to-end, and Gruida has received the ball from a Forest blunder. And Yates, a really poor late challenge from behind. It's just silly. He gets the ball taken off him. And it's a mistake from Forest, and he's frustrated. And he wants to get the ball back quickly. But it's rash. It's a yellow card. Yankuba, Minter, and Gruida, drop of the shoulder, shifting across the goal. And it's going to be Diego Gomez, and he's been blocked up by Milenkovic. There might be a chance of Minter. He's been fed down the left. In fact, it wasn't Minter. It was Adingra and then Minter in the middle. Still no joy for Brighton. I know. We've just about played 9 minutes of the extra time period. We've got around 6 to go in the first half of it. It's a great challenge by Williams. Nico Williams for Forest. Surging down the left. Great ball slip through. Ilanga. Can he drop the shoulder and create a chance? Hudson-Odoi. Here's Ilanga. Floated in. And there's been a head clash which is going to stop the game. And welcome back to Kate O'Jonathan. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. No. It's just been one of those games. Nice. Did you enjoy it? Yes. Carabao Cup celebrations on an FA Cup weekend. Only one club in the country at this particular time of the year, when FA Cup is on, instead are celebrating Carabao Cup reasons. And that club this year, you have no focus on the FA Cup, but instead are able to enjoy the Carabao Cup parties. And that should have been Arsenal. It's fair to say that. But in the end, Newcastle were the team who got to the finals to face Liverpool. And Newcastle were the team who lifted the trophy. Yeah. Indeed. Just for the reference, Newcastle are not in this competition, but they won't give a care in the world because they've won the Carabao Cup. As a matter of fact, it's Brighton who knocked them out. But no Newcastle fan will be thinking about that. They'll be too busy staring at the Carabao Cup, which now sits in their trophy cabinet. Brilliantly cut out by Jota Silva there. Around about 3 minutes to go of normal time of the normal time in the extra time period. In the first half of it, plus whatever added time we get, if we get any. I'd rather that not be the case, that we go too far into the night, because I didn't buy any food today, which I normally do. And my body, my stomach is saying, feed me, feed me. No, it's been a boring 0-0. Forest have not lively 1-0 near Tower. Oh, that's poor. EMIRATES. Quite the difference. 5 on target for Forest and 1 for Brighton. Probably will. I mean, I can't say I'm off my seat. My body's thinking, when will this end? What a challenge by Williams that is. Sometimes there are Premier League games which, believe you me, are the most entertaining of all. But when it comes to the Cup, they just aren't it. And I think this falls directly into that category. We've got an additional minute. Hinshelwood's lofted it forward, but composed. Milenkovic dealt with that and nodded it back to Sells. There's a foul off the ball. The minute Gruder kicks this ball, it's going to be half time. In fact, he's left it for Estepinian. Lewis Dunk at the back, and that should be half time, is it? It is. So still 0-0. And Hurstler's getting the whiteboard out. Nuno gathering his players as well. He's got the big whiteboard out. Tactics board. He's trying to instill something into the Brighton players. Yeah, commentator's right. Whatever his name is, Forrester turned up and done what they do really. To convert the chances they've had. They've been the better team, for sure. One more 15 minutes, and if we don't find a deadlock broken by then, we'll have a penalty shootout. Probably won't be sat down for dinner until 9 o'clock now. Half an hour each for the dogs, but nevertheless, we're back underway. And in some cases, you look at these types of games and you go, well, why aren't they half past? But now when I'm sat here, I'm thinking, oh, if it was 7, if it was 5 o'clock, then I'd be at 20 past. But on paper, I thought this game was going to be full of goals. Just hasn't been it. Hit Ryan Yates. Estepinian. Brighton having a go. Oh. Big chance of Diego Gomez and Brighton. Here's Minter. Yeah. Free kicks been taken quickly. It's been given away. And Minter's still down. Aina with the challenge. He's gone out for a throw-in. Minter's, yeah, I think he might have cramp, to be fair with him. Diego Gomez back up. João Pedro trying to help Minter out. There's the cramp. We'll come back from Minter. You can feel it. Gruder's lifted it in. Header from Diego Gomez. And Sells. He's saying, I won't be beaten. Great cross, great header. Great save. Purvis. Estepinian to take the corner. From the right. Lifted in by Estepinian. And straight down Sells' front. Adingra. Sells, pushes it out. Jota Silva. Ilanga's trying to get it, and he's got it. I think he's won a foul, has he? No. That's late by Williams. He's going to get booked for it. Let's have a look. Does he win the ball? To the eye, it looked like a foul. Has he won the ball, though? I don't know. We ain't got time to analyse it, so yellow card. What's Estepini going to do with the free kick then? Off target from Estepinian. I thought he was going to float it. Appears to go for goal. This extra time period is taking forever, to be fair with you. It's not going quick. Needs a goal badly this game. It's been crying out 1-1 game. There's a difference between a cup tie and a draw. And a draw. Had been a cup tie. They said, "Oh, Jota Silva." It's a corner to Nottingham Forest. So, Forest's turn to roll the dice. Anthony Elanga. Delivery is good. It's going to come to Aina. And Adingra. Aina's got the cover, I think, of Vestiaire all day. Look at that. Doing kick-ups as well, Aina. Love it. Here's Jota Silva, clip from behind, and it will be a yellow card and a free kick to Nottingham Forest. Bojengroida into Peter Banks's book. Foul on Pedro, free kick. Pedro is going to be a free kick. And he's in a dangerous position, he must be said. It's a slight pull on the shirt from Realltom. I'm saying no foul there for me. Yeah, it's not a foul. It's when it's in fast, it looks like a foul, but on slow motion on the replay there, no. I've still got 4 minutes or so left of this. Just get it to the penalties, mate. Just, it's been awful. It really has. It's been another one of those. It's been dragging. The Newcastle one that Brighton the Brighton were involved in was actually entertaining. This has been dreadful. Deflection off the wall corners of Brighton. Left hand side. Estepinian for Forest. It's a shite corner. It's been a shite game. I think I'm starting to get hangry, which is hungry and angry. Gruida. Beliebers played it in for Estepinian. No, late winner, no offside. Will not count. It will not count. It will not count for Brighton. And I was thinking then, I can finally go and get my dinner. But I can't. Gibbs White is going off. Oh, that's not a good decision, Nuno. Penalty shootout. Just blow the full-time whistle. Get me the penalties. I'm telling you right now, people. I'm telling you, we are not going to be done here till about 5 past 8. And the minute the clock hit, I'm telling you, the minute this is decided, I'm going. It's not because I'm tired, it's because I'm hungry. And I'm regretting the decision not to buy Pringles and biscuits. Pedro. Right, just blow, just blow, just blow. Blow, blow, blow. Garuda. Dingra. Ida. Just blow the whistle, please. So it's 1 additional minute. I'm not even going to bother putting it on the screen. 1 minute at a time. It's been decided late. Oh. Nearly Alanga was in there. Right, we played a minute. Blow, 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 blow. Just blow it. Just bloody blow, Peter Banks. Come on, Peter. Blow. Blow. Whistle, whistle. Send us the pens. We know what's going to happen. Come on, Peter. My stomach says I'm hungry and I'm a YouTuber. I've got... Whistle's gone. Full time. And penalties are coming. And good Lord, finally they are. And at some point, I will be able to finally feed my stomach. And I know what the chat are saying right now. The chat are telling me, well, it's your fault, Tom, because you didn't go buy biscuits and Pringles. Yeah, you're right. I was a lazy bugger this morning. Right, let me get my penalty shootout scoreboards and tickers at the ready. I think I would argue that if I was in the stadium right now, I would have absolutely loved this. And I think that's the case of the obvious, but... So the penalties are just being organised now. If we can get them underway as soon as possible, that'd be fantastic. Cell's just read it about ready. Please get this over with. Just get this bloody thing over with. I think Watford Plymouth might be more entertaining than this. Right, folks, as always, this is a penalty shootout. This is Brighton against Nottingham Forest. So a place at Wembley. We are about to get going. Just a reminder that I will not be able to view the chat because my fingers are going to be constantly on the scoreboard. So enjoy the penalty shootout. Good luck to both teams. Come on, you Reds. This is a penalty shootout, and we're just going through the final proceedings of it now. It's going to be in front of the Brighton fans, this. So João Pedro against Matt Sells first. Matt Sells, of course, in front of my very own eyes at the City Ground, was a shootout hero. Can he be that again for Nottingham Forest? Come on, let's go. I ain't got all day. Neither has my stomach. Here we go. Matt Sells is ready. So too is João Pedro. Penalty number 1. João Pedro's got a 100% penalty record. In this situation, though, how will he fare? João Pedro, shrug of the shoulders, glare into Matt Sells' eyes. Great penalty. And Brighton have the lead. Yeah, dives the right way, Sells. Great penalty into the side netting from João Pedro. And it is. Oh, I've done it the wrong way. I've done it the wrong way. I've done it the wrong way. Hang on. There you go. Second time lucky. Right, Forest's first penalty is going to be taken by Elliot Anderson, who is faced with Mark Verbruggen. Here we go. Come on, Elliot. Come on, Elliot. Oh, cool as you like. Lovely pen by Elliot Anderson. 1-1 in the shootout. Verbruggen went early. Doesn't matter. 1-1. Next up then for 2-1, it is Breeder. Rajan Gruder. Paste with Matt Sells. Cool as you like, Rajan Gruder. 2-1 Brighton in the shootout. Oh, rolled it. Very nice. So Forest the team having to climb and chase. Hudson-Odoi is next. And he scored the winner against Ipswich Can he score number 2 here for Forest? Callum Hudson-Odoi faced with Martha Bruggen. Great penalty by Hudson-Odoi. Top bins, cool as you like, 2-2. Such a good penalty save for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Unsavable almost. It's Jack Hinshawwood. The young man shrugging the shoulders, a few deep breaths. Saved by Sells! And it's advantage Forest. Sells was the hero last time. And Forest one step closer. Brighton could not be going to Wembley now. And for the first time in this shootout, Forest could lead. And next up, it is Nico Williams. He was another one who scored against Ipswich in the shootout. Will he do so here? Come on, Nico. Let's upset Luke. Oh, he skied it. The little sod. He skied it. He skied it. Back where we started. He's absolutely skied it. So Brighton have the chance to lead 3-2 now. And it's Diego Gomez for them. Can Sells save again? Diego Gomez, not a confident run-up. And saved by Sells again. Straight at him. Doesn't matter. Advantage Forest once more. And again we say Forest have the chance to take the lead. Won't be the winner, but it could be vital. Nikola Milenkovic. All or nothing. And just sneaks past Bruggen, but it is Forest who lead now. Three, 3-2 in the shootout. And Brighton can level it. But if Forest score number 5, Brighton will be upset again. And they will not go to Wembley. Forest with the advantage. And it's Lewis Dunk with Brighton's 5th and probably final penalty. If he misses, Nottingham Forest go to Wembley. If he scores, Brighton have a lifeline. But not a guarantee, and this time he does score. Lewis Dunk again, sneaks it past the goalkeeper, and it's 3-3, and it is literally a lifeline, and nothing more than that. Forest scored the next, and Brighton are out of the FA Cup. Ryan Yates, Forest's captain, to finish the job. The man who got the equaliser in the game against Ipswich, and it's Forest who go to Wembley. Ryan Yates has scored. Nottingham Forest will progress. Brighton Hove Albion out of the Emirates FA Cup. Final score on penalties, 4-3 to Forest. And after extra time, 0-0. Absolute wild scenes in the Amex. Folks, I'm going to say good night. See you all tomorrow. Super Sunday, live on Realltom Football tomorrow. Do join us, but it's time for me to feed my stomach.